Alright everyone, we are here with War 11 against 3 Realms. Today I will be taking in Apocalypse, Nebula, and Cable. I will have Path 7 again in Section 1, and then Path 2 in Section 2, and then I will have one boss, mini-boss on Boss Island. Alright, so Path 7 only has Kingpin on the Vivified node. So you guys saw me take this last war, but without the global, so this war I will be taking it with the global. But the game plan, after talking a bit, is the same. I'm going to PS1, build the Special 2, drop the Special 2 after the first proc of the Unstoppable Armor, and then hopefully with power back boosts, I can either launch the next special attack without worrying about the next armor up, or just have concussion up and hope that ability accuracy reduction prevents the armor up from triggering. So here we are, starting with the PS1. I do not have the input system on, so we're going to have an easier time dexing to bait special attacks without triggering parry. And just like before, after that first combo, he was willingly throwing special 1, and now we've got the bleed immunity, which will be good for the Fury fight we have later. There's the unstoppable proc. Now we're going to wait for a parry to build to special 2 and then drop it. And this is going to give us enough power that we're just shy of a special 3, and I'm waiting for this armor up. And it doesn't trigger unstoppable, but in the motion of it, I got a block hit that pushed me to special 3, and this will end the fight. So pretty smooth, pretty straightforward. Last war, this was a rank 4 Kingpin, and obviously with a rank 3 Kingpin, this time it's a lot easier, a lot more back on the power back boosts as well. Moving on, we've got Nick Fury on EMP, pretty much signaling that I'm going to be taking it with my rank 4 Apocalypse. So it's really why I was sent in this direction and with this team. This is a rank 4 Nick Fury, so same kind of game plan. PS1, hope is to get the special 2 before he gets the special 3. How we do that and not trigger dexterity during this fight is that we parry, do a 4-hit combo, and back off where we don't end with a medium, so that we can create space to land an easy parry instead of possibly missing the parry or dexing. And then off of that, we will do a parry and a 3-hit combo or 4-hit, depending on how much power we give him. So it was 4, and then this one's a full parry combo into special 2, and hopefully this will push him to special 2. And that way we can either block it immediately or try and bait it. He throws it, and we don't trigger dexterity. Here, I noticed that I got pushed to special 3, so what I'm going to do is hit him with some combos till we kill the LMD. And now that we have, I'm actually just going to try and wait out as much as I can of his life here, and drop the special 3 by either the time he hits the 30% mark or until I get my back against the wall and have to start dexing attacks and adding hits to bubble shield. So we get to this point here with that special 3 reaching the wall. This is not going to knock him out, so we're going to come out of this special 3 with our block up. And what I'm going to end up doing here is block baiting a heavy and retaliating with a special 2, and that will finish the fight. So another pretty easy Nick Fury EMP node fight for Apocalypse. Next fight here is this Modok on path 2, the first node. This one has hard knock life. So here we're going to build the disorient, but you guys have seen me do this before. We're going to use another PS1 for this fight, and the game plan is to parry medium, parry light, parry medium, parry light, parry medium, parry light. I think it's parry medium or light, and then parry heavy, and then that should use up all of our strike counter combo without giving him any block penetration charges. But ending with that heavy is going to remove the shield and allow us to go into full combos to hopefully push to special 3. Just with the combo of taking so many blocked hits and then doing single hits, it'll put us pretty close to special 3. And here I think I lose track of the strike counter, and now he's gonna build charges, but it's fine. I'm gonna bait out the special 1 before we finish pushing to special 3. Got rid of the shield there, and then we went into special 3. So with power back boosts here, the hope is that we get more than a PS1 back, because because it'll be even easier to build to special 3 with that rotation, and we get more than that back. So we're at special 2 already. You could try to risk dropping the special 2 there, but if the shield comes back mid special 2, you risk it getting auto blocked. But it was just easier to build the special 3 and finish out the fight. So Apoco's war is done. Straightforward, pretty simple. Here we've got Nimrod. And what we're going to do is take this with Nebula. And this one has under pressure. So this is where dashback causes disorient. However, once we get to the 5 charges with Nebula, everything on this node is going to shut down, including Nimrod's abilities. So I've recently changed up my game plan when I take Nimrod or any other robot with Nebula. I'm going to build to 20 charges, and I'm going to fight out the fight without using a parry. So we're going to intercept or block bait heavies, and we're going to build to special 2, and hopefully we're at 20 charges. If not, we're going to go ahead and build 20 charges. And then when we have the 20 charges, we're going to take a look at the global timer, and when we think we have a clear window to parry and throw special 2, we drop it. So here I'm at almost 20 charges. I'm looking at the timers. After this special 1, his own armor up is going to trigger, so I decide not to do it. And then the global is going to trigger, so I'm waiting for that to refresh, and then boom, parry into special 2. We're clear of all armor ups, and the shocks can just go ahead and knock him out. So much, much faster than trying to build the special 3. I'm not saying that there aren't fights where we shouldn't build the special 3. We should always try and focus on that special 2, but definitely evaluate your robot fights. Here, Cap Sam on Buffet and Chitinous Thorns is an easy fight. Easy fight for a Horseman cable. So nothing special, nothing colorful about this fight. It's just parry heavy and let the opponent die from degen. So combat regen from the previous fight here. Didn't actually think I was going to land that parry, and it did. So I waited it out. And really, it's just parry heavy, bait out special 1, and win fight. We don't care about the strike counter. We don't care about Buffet because we have max to spare. Yeah, it's just super easy, super straightforward. Down he goes. And then on to the only mini boss I had, Warlock here on Hard Knock Life Brute Force Best Defense. We're going to take it with Nebula, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did with Nimrod, except for here I'm going to use an invulnerability boost instead of a combat regen. We do not want to end up getting into the infection range with the combat regen still active, because that will burn energy and cause degen. So invulnerability boost, I do throw on a attack boost here for special attack damage. It was probably not needed at all, but I went ahead and threw it on. So same game plan as Nimrod. We're not going to parry here. I was hoping the 5+ charges on Nebula would shut off brute force, but it doesn't. So you are going to see me take some brute force damage, trying to bait out a heavy, or just trying to stall so that I can build some more charges before we actually get to special 2, just like that, where I don't retaliate the heavy. If at any time I felt I was unprepared to dex his heavy, or it came at a surprise, I don't retaliate so that I don't risk getting parried myself. So we're getting close to that 20 mark. I'm watching the global timer. That's the only armor up timer we have to worry about. We have enough time, so I decide to set myself up right here to parry and drop, and we happen to get all of the shock doubled because we weren't infected. So it's just Apoco and Nebula ripping through this defense. And that was the end of my war. BG ended up beating out their BG 3-1, so a good war for our battle group. And then for the war, we ended up winning 8-2. So it was actually 4-2 or 5-2 when we finished. But anyways, that win kept us, or put us staying in 3rd place. There are about 3 or 4 alliances below us that benefit from us losing the last war of the season, and it would take number 2 losing and us dying way less than them to get second place. So it looks like if we win, we're third. If we lose, we're just top 10. And 1 and 2 are pretty much locked. So hoping for a good matchup. Hoping we can pull out that last war, unlike last season, so that we can stay in the top 3. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, like, share, and I will catch you guys at the last war of the season.